Hello, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Come on in, come down, take a seat, get comfortable. I am hoping you are having a great day wherever you are around the world, and I'm only too delighted to share some of my knowledge with you today. My name is Megan Harris, and this is the Thrive Alive Academy channel. So today I wanted to talk about mindset and beliefs and where do they come from. So up until the age of 7, we basically take on the mindset and the beliefs of our caregivers, our priority caregivers, which is in most cases your parents. There's some people who grow up with their grandparents, but that's unusual. So our primary caregivers are usually our parents, and that's where the belief systems come. And it's only when we are much older in life where we often don't understand why we do say, think, or act the way that we do. But it really boils down to those 7 key years that we spent with our parents mostly, and absorbed everything that they taught us, both right and wrong. So your parents obviously did the best job that they could, and I truly believe no parent tried to purposely create a bad situation, but sometimes they do harm us without meaning to, and we have to undo that later on as adults. And so mindset is key. And I myself have had that scenario happen to me. So my parents were absolutely lovely. My mom is still alive. My dad has passed away. But sadly, they passed on some very toxic lifestyle mindsets and thoughts and patterns and belief systems that ingrained in me. And I didn't realize this until I was late 30s, that my life wasn't going in the direction that I wanted it to. And I needed to reevaluate and relearn, basically reprogram my mind, which is possible. You can reprogram your mind and your brain until the day you die. So that saying of you can't teach an old dog new tricks has been proven to be completely untrue. Our brain is plasticity, which means it's continually molding and changing, and that is great news for all of us, because that means we can continually grow and change according to what we want. So if you want to remain miserable and sad and alone and deflated and not in abundance and lack, well, then be my guest and go on and do so. But I really hope that that's not what you want to do, that we're all here to grow and learn and help each other. And I would like to impart some books that have been instrumental in changing my belief systems, my behaviors, which has a knock-on effect. It then changes the friends that you hang around with. It changes how you use your money and how you influence other people and how you actually even influence yourself. And I learned how the importance of self-care and self-nurturing, which wasn't actually pride or sinful, that actually it was very necessary and you need to do that. And I had to really become a computer where I had to delete all the old programming and reprogram myself. And I'm very saddened to feel that these are not taught. I think these should be taught in schools from little, that this should be the fundamental of education. We should be taught these things, but they're not, and I don't understand that. But anyway, you're on this channel because you're obviously looking and seeking and wanting to grow and learn, just like myself. I feel I'm a constant student and always learning, and I hated to read. In fact, I think I read 1.5 books my entire life, but up until 18. So up until I was 18 and finished school, I'd only read 1.5 books. I hated reading. Was nothing interesting to me. My parents didn't read to me, so it wasn't a thing that was imparted to me as something good and lovely to do. So I never really saw the importance of doing it. But sadly, that was to my own personal demise, and I wish I had seen the wonderful use and knowledge that is imparted on the pages of books that we can buy very cheaply and read, and they are life-changing, and they are life-giving, and they are life-altering, all for the benefit. And so I want to share with you some books that have really changed my life, and I hope they'll do the same for you. Some of them you may be aware of, some of them you may not. I have all the books here to share except for 2 of them, which are a Kindle, which is on my phone, and as I'm busy recording on it, I can't show you, but I will tell you the names of those books. So I'm going to start off with a very powerful book that is called Boundaries. Can you see that? Does that help? Boundaries, a really important book. I did not understand the need for boundaries in terms of in adult life. Obviously, as a child, can't do this, can't do that, had hidings, that kind of thing. So I knew boundaries as a child, but in everyday life, I was a people pleaser because I am a reforming codependent, and so that's an ever challenging thing to have. And so, you know, I looked after my mom from 4 years old, and I still do in every single way. And I just, you know, was brought up to believe I was there to help others, nurture others, and never say no. This book helped me tremendously to understand that it's actually healthy to put in boundaries. It's healthy to put them in all areas of your life. And this little book tells you how to do it without feeling guilty. So that's a great one. Then we have, it's a very short little read, The Richest Man in Babylon. It's absolutely fabulous. It's an easy read. It's very helpful in terms of just some secrets from the bygone days of how to succeed in life. So I really encourage you to buy this. It's absolutely fabulous. Then the next one is Failing Forward. This one's by John C. Maxwell. I got my life coaching certificate through him, and I went to a live event with him. An absolutely fabulous man. He is a pastor turned leadership coach, and he just has a wealth of information to share with you. And this is such a fabulous book. It's a complete mindset change where it tells you that when something doesn't go wrong, it's actually not a mistake. You didn't waste your time. It's called Failing Forward for a reason that, yes, it may not have worked for you now, but you're still taking a step forward. You're still progressing. You're still moving in the right direction. And it gives wonderful examples of how to implement things, how to turn around your mindset when failures come around, and to really see that failure is not actually failure in the way that we are taught it, that it's really to aid us and to upskill us. Then one of my favorite people of all time, Jim Rohn. This is a fabulous book. It is called The 5 Major Pieces Life to the Puzzle. And it is a wonderful personal guide just to how to succeed in life. He teaches you how to become a good student and a student for life. Teaches you how to be happy in all situations. He encourages you on how to evaluate yourself and evaluate life situations. It's just a real nugget, how to encourages you to pick up new skills, always upskilling yourself. So I really encourage you. This is a great read. And then this one is the Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi. He's also fabulous. He's a self-made millionaire, didn't inherit anything, so he made his money himself, and he really shares how to do it through grit and determination, through having a positive mindset, and basically never giving up. So it's a great read. He tells wonderful stories, gives really important information on how you can apply things into your own life and become wealthy in your life, no matter what area or business you are focusing on. And then the other two that I don't have that are on my phone are the Game of Life and How to Play It. Absolutely brilliant read. You learn about life, and you need to see it in a way that it's actually, it is kind of a game, not a game as in nothing matters, but you shouldn't be taking life so seriously, and just enjoy life. It should be fun, and what you think you attract. So it's very much about law of attraction as well. Easy read, and it's phenomenally done. Gives you great examples of how people's lives were changed just by altering the way that they think about things, and how they drew them into their life and then actually got the things that they wanted. So I really encourage that. And then lastly, the 4 Agreements. 4 Agreements is a fantastic read. It's again a short book. It's not many pages, and it really, that book should honestly be taught at schools. It's how to, not live your life by these 4 agreements that you give to yourself. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Go and get the book. But basically, if you incorporate these 4 agreements to yourself, take the commitment to yourself, and view life through those lenses, life will be so much easier for you. Life will be engaging and enjoyable, and you will really have a great time. And it will be less full of hardship. And then I thought I would just add in a book for fun. One of my fantastic, I just love this book, a book, To Kill a Mockingbird. And it's one of my all-time favorites. And this happened to be one of the books I actually read before I was 18. It was a school book that we had to read, and I loved it. It talks about just human frailty and dignity and commitment and ethics, and just a person of good standing, and how even in the face of turmoil that we need to be true to ourselves. And it is a remarkable read. If you've never read it, I encourage you to do so. So I hope you found that helpful. I'll place a link to all the books down below. Please go and get them and enjoy them, and let me know which one is your favorite.